Hello and welcome to another video, a short one, just a small coffee break. I show you how I will make some coffee for us and also tell you about breaking in my Gym Green AR 8-inch African Ranger 8-inch and cooking the coffee, making a coffee by using one of these cookers. That's a version we have in the army. You can see it's already very heavily used here. I also have a newer one which is quite bigger, but yeah, we will use just a small one because the coffee pot is not that big, and also it fits in here nearly perfectly, so as you can see here, so it can't fall off that easily. And yeah, so the fuel for this cooker is inside here, as you can see, and you know, can close it and carry it around, and it has nearly no weight. And yeah, there's also a bigger one. The only trick I do, because I don't use that hiking, I just use that in summertime when I go for camping in the wilderness. It's a 2-hour drive by car here in Austria. So remote area, lots of woods and beautiful small river. Yeah, it's more a small stream, and you know, a lot of space and no internet, no church bells in the background. So very quiet remote area. Yeah, and I always enjoy my coffee in the morning because I'm the first guy getting up in the morning, but I will tell you that later. So the only trick I use, you also have the fuel in here, in the bigger one, and the fuel tablets in here, you know, it's some dry burning stuff, is far bigger than the one we have in here. So what I do is I take the small cooker with these bigger fuel tablets, because it also works with this smaller one if you compare it, but you need a lot of them. And you know, as I told you, I don't go hiking, I just go by car, and so it's not, doesn't make that a big difference to just take this fuel with you. So I'm talking a lot, not doing a lot. So just start it, unscrew this here, and yeah, fill in some water. Never done that with temperatures so low. I always do that in summertime. So you have a marking here. Don't know if you can see that. You just have to stay underneath this security valve. Yeah, fill it with water. So filter. Now we take the coffee. In case you're asking why is there a knife here, because it's cool. So we add some coffee here. Yeah. And now now we screw it up. Now we screw it up here. So yeah, let's screw it. So now we take the small cooker here, we take one of these fuel tablets. Is it really? Well, fuel. We take the fuel. Now, take a lighter to burn it. From both sides. So, yeah, already started. Place it on top here, and yeah, we'll take about it's colder today, about 7 minutes until we have some nice coffee here to drink. Okay, so yeah, just close my coffee bag, and I will put some pictures here, because it's not so exciting to just watch this getting hotter and hotter and get some coffee for us. So you can enjoy the pictures of my small camping vacations. And by the way, I will lace up my gym greens, which I'm very happy. They were not quite so challenging to break in. The only thing I noticed, and that's the reason I will do another video about these boots, is they are not water sealed, watertight, so water can come in the boot, which may cause some problem here in winter time, when we have snow and mud, and especially when the snow is melting, will be maybe a problem. I don't know. We have to test it if we have some snow. Last years we didn't have much snow here in Vienna, in the city, but last year we actually had a lot of snow, which cracked a lot of trees here in the area because there were still all the leaves on, and with the snow on top, very heavy, a lot of trees cracked down here. And yeah, and we had about 2 weeks snow here, a lot of snow compared to the years before. So yeah, and I was happy to have my army boots back then last year, because they were comfy and warm and waterproof. And these Jimmy Greens here, in this part here, this is not waterproof here, so water sweeps out. Maybe I will make a video about that. So okay, it's already I hope you can see the flame. It gets quite hot here. So yeah, you may ask why I use this very old technique, because I think that's around for decades, and we used the smaller one in the army, and it works quite well to heat up small meals, or just a cup of water or tea or so, if there is no wind. If there is wind, it's a real challenge. So the newer models, they have a kind of shade here, also the bigger one, so the wind doesn't get in. But when it's windy, it gets very hard to boil something with that little stuff, especially if you use the small fuel here. It can get very frustrating. And when you use the bigger one, you have the possibility to get in some small wood sticks like we have laying around here, so you can break them and put them in if they are dry. Yeah, maybe I'll show that in another video. So you can convert this one in a kind of hobo barbecue, whatever. So take some of these wood sticks here and put them in, and yeah, then you have more heat, also more dirt, and yeah, then you have a chance to heat up something, even if there is a lot of wind. So yeah, I go for camping every year in a remote area, as I told you, and so there is no cell phone, there is no water tap, and there no electricity, and we carry everything there by car. As you can see in these pictures here, it's really lovely. Just the fathers with their kids, no wives, no ma'am. It's a Hell Bundy kind of weekend. Just fathers with their kids, and having fun there, playing and do nothing, and do some barbecue, and just enjoy nature, and enjoy that the smartphone doesn't work there at all for 5 days. So that's the nicest thing about it. So as there is no water tap, we take the water from the small river, from a small stream, and you have to boil it for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The first guy who gets up in the morning is me. Why? Because I have a canvas tent, and I can already hear something here. Yeah, it starts boiling. I have a canvas tent, and when the sun hits the first tree, it's actually like in this picture here. It's very bright there, and so I cannot sleep. And maybe because also one beer too much, you have to go pee. And then I go up and just take some water from the river and heat it up and enjoy the silence in the morning. That's the best part of it, because it's, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier, and I start the fire to boil the water so everyone can make his tea or coffee or whatever with it. And yeah, we have a fire tent, so there you can close all the side curtains so there is no wind inside. And so I can use this small cooker to make my coffee, enjoy my coffee. And sometimes when no one is around, I even enjoy a cigar. But tell no one. You know, nothing bad about a cigar, but you know, children must not see me smoking. It's not that good. So that's the sound we've been waiting for, which means that we will have some coffee. It's pouring out on the top here. It's difficult to film, need a third camera, but maybe yeah. But that's a lovely sound. I hope you can hear it. You know, it's a silent day, I love it. There's no one around here, nearly no people, although it's nearly 12 o'clock. And you know, I like it when it's cold. It's cool sitting out here talking to you. That's the sound we were waiting for. So it took us about 7 minutes. Took us about 7 minutes. That's a cool thing. So yeah, so now you know the story. I take this small gadget with me when I go camping every year for 4 or 5 days in the wilderness. So that's a nice thing to have. Yeah, just wanted to share with you. Also my cool Glock knife I have here. We also had in the army. It's a lot of army stuff going on here. Yeah, and so yeah, that went really quick. It's really quick. So wahaha. So we had a marriage here between those two. So you can see here that's a nice steaming hot pot of coffee. Ha ha ha. Yes. Oh, I love that. Brings back some nice memories. Let's keep that burning here for another 1 minute or so. Take some cow juice. You see, I'm not vegan. I'm more the sausage and meat guy and milk guy. So yeah, see, that turned out nice. So that's a nice thing. Having coffee with you, talking to you, talking about Jim Greens. You know, only issue I have with them, they are not completely waterproof, but absolutely nice boots. Leather starts to get very comfy. You know, treated it sometimes with some oil, but didn't take that long to break them in, and they are very, very nice. For a few days I had the feeling like they are a bit too big, but that's not the case. They are just comfy as hell. And you know, last time I wanted to go to play some tennis, and I was searching my sneakers, my sports sneakers, and didn't find them because they were, you know, somewhere here in the chaos, because I'm only wearing my African Ranger, the 4.5 inch version, which I absolutely love. You know, they totally replaced and retired my sneakers. So yeah, that's short boot update. They are nice and comfy, not waterproof. Okay, period. Not more to say about. Like the brown color, you know. And yeah, maybe I take the baobab, because from the sizing they are in between, because you have a lot of lacing going on here when you want to leave the house quick, and the baobabs are a bit higher than the normal ranges. So maybe I take those also, buy those also, currently out of stock. But you know, okay, so yeah, that being said, I will enjoy my coffee, will enjoy the silence here. I can hear the airplane in the background. Yeah, now it's a big city, 2 million people here. But, you know, I'm happy here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, let's see you the next time. Have a good time. Bye.